Okay, so now we're going to give you some steps on how to use the quadratic formula. So step 1, it has to be in standard form. It has to be in x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. It has to be in that form. So step 1, get standard form. I'll call it standard form. Standard form of a quadratic equation. Okay, so you can see over here on our problem that 15's in the wrong place. So we've got to get it on the other side. Whoops, it'll be minus. Okay, now we have it set to 0, and we can see what a and b and c are. Now, the a is a 1, so that's going to be my a. The b is -2, and the c is -15. Okay, so step 2, identify a, b, and c. Step 3, use formula. Okay, if you always write the quadratic formula, you'll have it memorized. It's kind of long. There's a song that goes with it. Some of you might know that. Okay, so I'm going to take the opposite of -2, plus or minus. Then I'm going to take -2 and square it, because that's what b is. -4, the 4 is always there. A is 1, and c is -15. Now, I'm going to say this a couple times, but you've got to be careful with your signs, okay? And it comes right there, usually, for that c. Is that c positive or negative? Because it's going to make a big difference to us. All over 2 times a, which was 1. Okay, then what I usually do at this point, so we've used the formula, we put everything in. So step 4, simplify. So it's kind of like just doing the math now. So the opposite of -2 is 2, plus or minus the square root of, I usually square this, 4, and then I'm going to decide, is it plus or minus? It's going to be plus, because you've got a negative on the 4 and then the minus on the 15, so it's going to be positive. And then I go 4 times 1 times 15. In this case, it's 60 all over, and then I'm going to multiply that bottom part, the 2 times the 1. Okay, so that's good. It's looking better. Now I've got 2 plus or minus the square root of 64 over 2. And then I'm going to have, and it's kind of hard to know which way to go. I'm going to run out of room, but 2 plus or minus, the square root of 64 is 8 over 2. All right, now because we don't have a radical, we can split it into the 2 cases. So I have 2 minus 8 over 2 and 2 plus 8 over 2. 2 minus 8 is -6 over 2, which is -3. There's one answer. 2 plus 8 is 10 over 2, which is 5. And then those are going to be the 2 answers. We were solving for a, so a equals -3 and 5. All right, that's how we use the quadratic formula. So we're going to see some other types of answers. These answers are integers. Previous problem, they were rational numbers, but we're going to see some other things.